Welcome to this presentation, which aims to enlighten you on the university diploma in Hébertism, also known now as Entraînement Naturel in French, or Natural Training in English. Let's start by briefly describing the content of this university degree. We will thus rediscover this method, which has been the reference in France for half a century. This method is not new. All the armies of the world use it, European scouts use it. In urban areas, it is also called parcours, free run, or yamakasi. French schools used it for 50 years, starting in 1913. It was replaced by modern sports in the early 70s. This diploma is offered jointly by STAPS Paris-Lacretelle and the Fédération d'Entraînement Naturel, Method Hébert, all of which benefits from the valuable support of the C3D STAPS. Regarding the content of this training, which represents about 150 hours, it will address a historical reminder of the method, its main principles, the foundations of natural training, as well as its scientific aspects. And finally, because your know-how deserves to be shared, we will give you all the keys to sell your offer. The training is structured in two distinct parts, a distance learning part and a practical internship on premise. In our team, we have an incredible combination of teachers. Imagine, 4 university professors. 2 of them are even directors of STAPS. We also have 2 people who carry the legacy of Georges Hébert, the former director of Move Nat Europe and the former director of the biggest yamakasi club in France are with us. Not to mention Major Gerald, in charge of sports for the French Foreign Legion. An exceptional team to support you. For registration, it is important to note that applications are made exclusively online, via the Candidate Online platform. Regarding financing, in France it is possible to cover the costs thanks to various organizations such as France Travail, your employer, the OPCO, the Regional Council, the FIFPL, or the HFIS. They support us. These voices are ours. To underline the relevance of this method, Helene Grob, events manager at Secours Populaire de Paris, testifies, "We sincerely believe that the Hébert method ticks all the boxes of popular sport." In the same spirit, Jean-Michel Raymond, head of the manager training unit at INSEP, also shares his vision. "I believe in the future and in the renewal of Hébertism within physical and sporting practices. I am a devotee of this method." Finally, Dr. Jean-Luc Grillon, co-founder of the French Society of Sport Health, insists on the importance of this approach. Hébertism must be rediscovered and made available to as many people as possible. To conclude this series of testimonies and underline the resonance of Hébertism with modern practices, Sebastian Fauquin, co-founder of Parcours, shares his point of view. "I consider myself lucky to have discovered Hébertism at a time when no one was talking about it. Hébertism gave me values and codes that forged my personality. I believe in physical education following Hébertism." In the same vein of the modern and international application, Mark Turok, founder and CEO of American Parcours, also expresses his support. "At American Parcours, we are eagerly awaiting the resurgence of Hébertism." To define Hébertism in a few words, here are the essentials. By the way, did you know what is the common origin between disciplines as varied as parkour, yamakasi, free run, obstacle trail, and move nat? The answer is unequivocal: Hébertism. With this in mind, we can then ask ourselves a fundamental question. What does it mean to be strong? Observing these images, which depict communities living in symbiosis with nature, using their physical capacities for their daily needs such as hunting, travel, or transport, and an individual with an athletic and developed physique. On the other hand, another question arises. Who can be described as naturally strong? This question invites us to elaborate on the different forms of force and their origins. In reality, there is a natural form of training that answers precisely to this question. But how do you approach it? The key is simply to listen to nature itself. This is how we can truly do what we are made for, by performing natural and utilitarian movements, by exercising on natural obstacles, and by evolving within our natural social environment. This approach takes the form of a complete and natural general physical preparation with a strictly zero carbon footprint. It encompasses a range of fundamental and essential movements: walking, running, climbing, jumping, balancing, lifting, carrying, throwing, defending, and swimming, among others. Let's see how to sell your offer. To support practitioners in this process and facilitate the application of the principles of natural training, the Natural Training Federation provides a dedicated digital tool. This tool allows you to choose obstacles and natural movements adapted to the practice. As can be seen through these screenshots that illustrate the use of the application for exercises, such as balancing on natural elements or carrying. Beyond the simple selection of obstacles, this application also allows you to build complete natural courses. This allows users to plan and visualize routes that include various challenges and points of interest in their environment, as evidenced by the app's detailed mapping capabilities. In addition, the application offers an opportunity for method professionals. Qualified coaches can be identified on the platform, thus facilitating their visibility and allowing practitioners to find qualified and certified support. We help you sell your offer. And this via strong federal communication. Because when we are united, we are more powerful than a graphic charter, so that you are recognizable at first glance. Thus we can say to ourselves, yes, it's them. You will also be given elements of language to make your offer impactful, helping you to know exactly what to say and how to say it. And the best news is that there is no financial contribution required on your side. Beyond individual use and personalized support, the deployment of Hébertism also extends to the creation of permanent natural trails. These facilities can be set up and sponsored by cities or companies, thus making the practice of natural training accessible to a wider audience, as illustrated by the provision of courses via QR codes in partnership, for example, with entities such as AXA. In conclusion, this July 2025 presentation, developed under the copyright of the Fédération d'Entraînement Naturel, testifies to the vitality and renewal of this timeless method. It was prepared by Jacques Hébert, Georges Hébert's grandson, thus ensuring a deep continuity and authenticity with the origins of Hébertism. We hope that this exploration has enlightened you on the promising future of the university diploma in Hébertism and natural training.